They say you are what you eat, so I don't eat chicken feet. But I love me some of Grandma's pickled beets. Well, cut it up, put it in the pan, throw it over your shoulder and see where it lands right here in Farmer's Kitchen. Maters, taters, beans and corn, the cows in the barn and the sheep's been shorn, kids in the barnyard chasing Grandpa's chicken. Spices, slices, cuts and dices, gonna slash your grocery prices right here in Farmer's Kitchen. Help you grow your garden good with recipes to suit your mood. Try some grub you've never tried before. Smash it with a wooden mallet. Gonna educate your palate. Right here in Farmer's Kitchen. In Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen. We're gonna cook something good now.
Hello and welcome to Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen. Hello, Mrs. Farmer.
Hi, Mr. Farmer.
How are you tonight?
I'm really good, thank you.
Are you hungry?
I'm starving. What are you making?
We're going to fix that. You know what? It's the July 4th week.
That's right.
We've heard firecrackers for the last 2 months.
Yes, we have.
Out here in the country.
That's right.
We got a little bit of a red, white, and blue theme going on the
I like
dessert
that. I like that.
and the main course because we have red shrimp,
Yum.
white shrimp,
Okay.
and blue crab. Are you kidding me?
Wonderful. I like
Accidentally,
that.
we had a
Yes.
red, white, and blue theme here. It's poetic.
I
And
saw
it's
blueberries
beautiful.
too, though, so that's blue.
That's your deal.
And
That's
I saw
the dessert.
watermelon. I saw red.
Somebody said they wanted dessert. We've got a light dessert. It's so hot. It is. I can look at my watch.
Wow.
It's 157 degrees out.
And we're
Because
still
I got a
standing
watch
here.
that tells you the temperature.
Really?
So we decided to go the Hawaiian route.
That's right. We're in
Hear
Hawaii.
the Hawaiian music.
That's right.
We have some folks right over there and a little Hawaiian band in there
They're playing for us. That's
playing
nice.
our songs.
That's right.
So tonight we got some really, really tasty stuff. Todd Payne, not too long ago, I think it was on the last show, maybe the show before, he says, hey, man, I'm going to AB Seafood, I'm going to the truck
Right.
and get me some shrimp. He said, do you have any shrimp recipes? I said, you just hang on. We got some coming
Yeah,
up.
you
We
do.
have some coming up tonight. And we visited a guy in Kentucky who's raising Pacific saltwater shrimp.
Really?
We usually go to the truck, and we did go to the truck, and we picked us up some wonderful stuff. So we have some shrimp recipes for you tonight. They're absolutely delicious, easy. And I want something a little zingy. You want something that's really got some tang to
Yeah.
it to go on those shrimp. We're gonna do a shish kebab tonight. So much interesting stuff we're doing tonight, but let me get on my semi-barbecue sauce here. Now some of this stuff you saw in last week's show, and some of it's kind of similar. We're gonna start off with a cup of apple cider vinegar. That gives you the good tang to start with. We're gonna go with a half a cup of ketchup, half a cup of honey. We're gonna take some sriracha sauce, just a little bit, a little dab will do you. We're gonna take some fresh ginger, I'm gonna grate that up.
Yum.
We're gonna mince some fresh garlic and a little bit of pineapple juice. I really like the Bangkok peanut sauce. It's a dipping sauce, but I use that in the recipe because it's got the peanut flavor. So we're gonna mix all these ingredients up. We're gonna bring that to a slow boil, 20 minutes or so, reduce it down. We're gonna put it on the shish kebabs. It is so absolutely delicious. Now, once you reduce it down and you get it to where it's nice and thick, you can chill that and set it aside to wait on it, or you can just use it right here. So we're gonna set that aside. Now tonight, when it's hot like this, and we got some hot weather
Right.
coming up next couple of weeks, you want something quick.
Right. And cooler.
Quick and easy.
Yes.
Shish kebab, put it on the grill. The longest part of it is getting your shish kebabs ready to go, putting
Yeah.
everything on there. We're gonna make a crab dip. Here's where the blue crab comes in. Now those are kind of a pain to crack and get
Right.
it out, but when you can buy a lump crab, now
Yeah.
it costs a little bit, but it's worth it.
Yes.
It's already shelled. We're gonna pull out some fresh blue crab. It's already cooked, it's already been boiled.
I tried
We're
a
gonna
little
make,
It's good.
We're gonna make a dip out of that that's absolutely easy. In fact, let's go ahead and do that real quick because it's hot outside and we don't want anything to spoil. All right, this is really easy, but really tasty.
It is tasty.
So let's take, we got what, a third of a cup of sour cream. We've got cream cheese,
And just a half.
4 ounces. That's room temperature, obviously, so we can mix it up. Now we're gonna take some minced onion. And I'm gonna put probably, I didn't measure this, and I usually try to measure this. Is that a tablespoon and a half, Mickey?
Looks like it to me.
Tablespoon and a half. We're gonna take, I love Paul Prudhomme stuff,
You do like him.
but I'm gonna use a blackened seasoning tank because I like that too. And I'm gonna use just enough to cover the top of that. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of lemon juice,
Fresh lemon juice.
fresh lemon juice, tiny bit of Dijon, and that's probably a half a tablespoon. We're gonna take some fresh parsley and chives. I would say a teaspoon and a half of each. A dash of Worcestershire.
How simple.
Worcester.
I like this. It's simple. Good? To stir?
Let's stir that up, and then we'll fold the crab in. This is so quick and easy, but let me tell you what, your friends are going to love you for this. Now again, this is pre-cooked blue claw crab meat. And
Yum.
I'd say probably about 6 ounces.
Let me try one to make sure they're good.
Make sure they're good.
That's delicious.
Now let's fold that in.
That is so good.
I'm going to put a little more seasoning in there as you stir that up.
I got a little serving dish here to make it fancy.
All right. Oh, it smells like heaven. Because it's hot outside, as we're going to take this in and chill it just a little bit. Put a little more chives on the top. Beautiful thing. That's going in the refrigerator. You know what let's talk about? We're on a farm, obviously. Some interesting stuff happens here and there. We like the old-fashioned stuff.
Right.
What's more important than people finding water when they come and settle in a place? Entire cities were built around water sources.
Really?
Be they springs, rivers, creeks, whatever. But in places where you can't find water, there's an old-timey way of finding water.
Really?
And there's many things that you can call it, and a lot of them are confused, but it's a divining rod. These fellows used to take forked sticks. We brought Paul up to the farm.
Did he find water?
Wait and see.
Okay.
Today we're visiting with Paul Detweiler. Now I met him a couple weeks ago. We were doing a Dutch oven seminar up
That's
in
right.
Maysville
Yep.
for an old buddy of mine. That was a fun little deal.
It was.
And you came up and talked to him, and we got talking about all kinds of stuff. And you said, have you ever had anybody on your show that does divining? Now there's different names of this. People call it witching for water, divining, dowsing. What are some other names they might call it?
That's the three primarily ones. However, I'd like to distinguish a little bit. Water witching is basically just finding water. Divining, you're asking questions. It's more like a Ouija board type thing, and that I don't do. Right. The dowsing is letting the wires do what they want to do freely, then interpreting what those wires are telling you.
So if you look this up, over the years, there's all kinds of people that want to discount it and so on and so forth. But if you really go back and look in this 15th, 16th century, the depictions of these people, what is more important to man today or yesterday than finding a source of water that it's the very source of life?
Exactly.
You can live without food for a couple of weeks. Without water, you're going to perish.
That's right.
So they had these guys out way back when. They had their little uniforms on. It looked like a mining uniform a lot of times. And they would go out, and they were a trusted source to find water. I think there's something to this. I know the body's electric. There's a lot of things we don't understand.
Yep.
What are your thoughts? How does this work?
I know there's something to it because I've been doing it since 1974.
Yeah.
Before a lot of people have even been born. But I'm wanting to let people know more about this because it's a dying art. People are skeptic because it's not electronic.
Right.
But even back in Egypt, in the old days of the kings, they have on the walls where there's been people with the stick, the Y stick,
Right.
which they were hunting for water back then. You can't tell as much with the Y stick. The L rods, what we call them, you can tell more. It can give you more signals. My father-in-law taught me because at that point in time I was a journeyman plumber and needed to learn how to find the sewer pipe that's underground.
So it's not just water that you look for.
Oh no, all kinds of things. We can find septic tanks, and I can tell you which side, how wide the pipe is. It'll pick up the width of the pipe, even though it's plastic.
So the wires that you use, what are they made out of?
When I first started, it was just coat hangers.
Right.
The old wire coat hangers. Now I go to the big box store and go into the insulation area, and these are supports for insulation between floor joists. It's just metal, steel, and bend it at the end about 4 inches to hold in your hand.
What would you say to the people out there who would say, oh, that's bunk, nothing to it? What would you say?
Watch me. It happens. And I'll hand them off to other people who go, I don't know about this. I said, well, try it.
I want to see this in action. I saw
Okay.
a little bit last time, but let's
Sure.
I want to see you do this. All right, Paul, show us the tools of your trade. It's a huge setup cost-wise to get started in this.
There's some online that are fancier. Maybe they're made of copper or whatever. There's people that say coppers are out to go. I found everything with these that I need to find.
Your whole thought process, follow that through.
Well, first of all, you need to have the wires very loose in your hands so that they're free to roam where they want. You bring them up so that they're parallel to the ground and straight ahead, and then you just let the wires do their thing, and right there we've got something. It crossed.
So what does crossed mean? And water is out, right?
Yes. Crossing is when you're finding something that's like a wire or pipe, and you know the difference between a wire and pipe just because there's, or a foundation, the width can be different. And of course when you, like back there when I had what I call a hit, it crosses, and then it comes out and it crosses again, and you go back and hold it in the middle, and when they go out like that, you know you've got water.
You know what, this is very eye-opening, and I'm glad you came out and talked
Sure.
to us. And if somebody wants to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
The phone number is probably the best, 812-987-4119, and whatsbelow.com if they want to go on the web.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We're gonna have shrimp 3 different ways tonight.
Yum.
I remember the day when I used to panic. Oh no, we don't have cocktail sauce. That was a long time ago.
Yes, it was.
It was a long time ago. Because I have found you can make cocktail sauce in your kitchen that tastes better and fresher
Yours
than
is
what you get out
good.
there.
Yours is really
There's
good.
nothing to
It's
it.
easy.
Now, I didn't know it, but Heinz is making an organic tomato ketchup now. All right, so how are we gonna make our sauce? Very simple. Now, I also found this at Kroger's. Creamy horseradish. It's called Private Selection. Carolyn Sloan used this in a recipe one time,
And you haven't stopped using it since.
and it's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is just basically, and this is according to how spicy you want this. We like a little twang with ours.
Do you want a little lemon in there?
And that's the essential third ingredient, is some
How much
fresh
you want?
lemon. Just a little bit. That's good.
Good.
So here is the tastiest cocktail sauce that you will ever find. Let's take some Royal Reds that we got right off the AB Seafood truck the other day. You serve these up to your friends,
How cute.
and they will love you forever.
I love that. That's cute.
Simple. Ketchup, creamy horseradish, and lemon. Ms. Farmer, would you like one?
I would like one.
Go ahead.
I want to dip it in your sauce. Not only the best shrimp, but the best cocktail ever. That's delicious.
These Royal Reds, to me,
Wow.
they taste like a lobster.
They do. They're so good.
Speaking of shrimp, you know there's people who raise freshwater prawns in Kentucky. Did you know in Fayette County there's a fellow who actually grows Pacific saltwater shrimp? And he sells them at the Lexington Farmers Market.
So you can buy fresh shrimp.
Fresh shrimp.
Really?
Let's go visit him and then let's cook some up his favorite way.
Okay.
Today we're in Fayette County with Jason Whitus.
Yes, sir.
You've got something pretty interesting going on here. You know, as we travel around Kentucky, we see a lot of things, but not very often do we see somebody with shrimp in their building, live shrimp.
That's right.
How in the world did you get into this thing?
That's something we've been researching for about 4 years now, and we've been involved with Lexington Farmers Market and selling vegetables and other items, and wanted something that we could offer year-round. And so with this setup, you know, allows us, we took our barn and converted it and insulated it so that we could produce these saltwater shrimp
Protein.
year-round. Yeah.
You got the
sir.
vegetables going on, now you get the protein.
Yes, sir.
So, this is a pretty complicated process. First of all, I'm assuming you have to get your water and your salt and all those levels right. Then you have to have a temperature, kind of a standardized temperature. Then you got to have your shrimp brought in. How's that whole process work?
Maintaining the water quality is the key to the whole process. So we want to make sure all the parameters right, the salinity from the salt and the pH, and once we get all that balanced, and we have nurseries in Florida that we call up, and then they will ship us the shrimp.
And they just come in bags.
Yeah. Yes,
Little
sir.
teeny things.
Yes, they are very tiny. Yeah, and from there, that process, we'll get 30,000 shrimp in at a time, and it takes about 16 weeks to grow them up to a marketable shrimp.
Right. So you just move from tank to tank, I
Mm-hmm.
suppose, until they get to the big boy tank. And then what's a really good size shrimp that you end up with for the table? How do you grade them?
We grade them out by the count. We're hoping to get. We try to strive for about a 16 to 20 count per pound. So that's considered a jumbo shrimp, and it's a good size, marketable size there at that range there.
Now, so you just started this in February. So I would suppose that at this point you're starting to take them to market.
Yes, sir.
And how's it going?
Going good. Getting a lot of positive response. Everybody's excited the fact that they're able to get a head-on, never frozen, fresh shrimp, saltwater shrimp right here in Fayette County. And so it's a much better experience, with having the whole shrimp to cook with, and having the head on allows extra flavors, and everybody's been very pleased with the flavor and are excited to see us doing it.
Well, I would suppose that you, in this business, that you probably like shrimp.
Oh, I do, yeah.
So what's your favorite recipe? How do you like to cook these?
I'm quick and easy. I just like to take and saute them with some butter and garlic, and flip them in the pan a few times, and then
And that's it?
that's it. Yeah,
Do you leave the head on?
I do.
So you leave everything on, saute, and say it again, butter and garlic,
Yes, sir. A little salt and pepper.
and boom. So they've already got the salt flavor because
They
they're
do.
salt water. This is a saltwater outfit. These aren't freshwater prawns.
No,
These are
they
saltwater.
are salt.
See, when I came in here, I thought maybe you were doing the prawn deal. Did you get some help with KSU with this?
I did. Yeah, that was one of the reasons that we decided to move forward. Found out that KSU has some specialists they've hired on this process, and so they've been a great help, with getting everything set up and technical advice. And I couldn't ask for a better program.
So here we are in Fayette County. Got a bunch of saltwater shrimp. Now, at some point, somebody's going to be saying, how can I get some of this? Just say farmer's market?
Yeah.
Lexington Farmers Market?
Yeah, primarily, we like to bring it down to the farmers market, and people can contact us directly, place orders, and we'll have them there waiting for them, or we'll do our best to accommodate as best we can.
Well, man, I think you're doing cool stuff, and thank you so much for taking
All right,
time out of your day.
appreciate
What's going on in here? What are they doing in here?
We got
It's your wife and daughter?
I got the wife and daughter in
What
here.
are they
They're,
doing?
they're packaging up some shrimp, getting ready for to take out to the local restaurants. Package these up, so when we harvest, we just pull them out and put them in ice water and let them chill for a little bit and get their body temperature down. And then we package them in these 1 pound packages, and then take them directly and sell them directly like that. So,
Now, can I buy some of those for you to put on the show?
yes, oh yeah. Yeah, you can take whatever you need there.
So I asked Jason, what's your favorite way to eat this? Now, from a guy who's around them all the time, I'm going to
Right.
trust his instincts. So he said that he simply likes to take them. There's a good size one right
So
there.
they have the heads on.
because there's more flavor. Pop them right in to garlic and butter
With the shell on.
with the shell on. Put these in here and let them get nice and pink.
That's just garlic and butter.
Just garlic and butter. Set them aside, let them cool.
Super simple.
Peel and eat.
See if
Now,
I can
they
touch-
retain a lot of that flavor. The head really holds a lot of flavor.
They're hot.
That makes us try it. You got one?
I'm feeling still. How is it? Really good.
You're going to like this.
Am I gonna like it?
These are garlic and butter. I think Jason's on something.
Yes, he is. That's really good. And that's simple and quick. I like
That
that.
is really good. Not only you
Wow.
like your garlic and butter, you know what happens when it's really hot like this? Sometimes, right before you break down and fall, you need a drink to keep you alive.
It's true.
So let's get Alex in here and see if she can come up with some kind of concoction on this sizzling summer day. Alex is back.
Thanks for
You
having
know
me.
what? Since the last time you came down here, we got something new, and that's my weakness.
Brand spanking new.
You know what? This is our sizzling summer series because it's hot.
It is
I mean,
sizzling.
it's seriously sweaty hot. So sometimes you're by the pool, you just need something to calm you down and chill you
Absolutely.
out. And what's it going to be today?
Today it is going to be a cherry LA old fashioned for the bourbon lovers.
We're from Kentucky. We're required to have at least one old-fashioned per day.
Absolutely.
Show me
How
what
should
you
not
do
be?
here.
All right. It's pretty simple. Now, you probably need a muddle. If you don't have a muddle, an old wooden spoon will work. Basically, what you got to do is get 2 sugar cubes. You can use simple syrup if you like.
You know
but
who would
I
like one of those
prefer
sugar cubes? Holly.
Holly. the
We got to
little
show everybody a
donkey.
picture here real quick. You came in, you saw her look how she was hugging on. She absolutely, they love each other.
She's adorable.
Holly's
I wish
a
she were here
sweetie.
right now with
But
me.
she
She'd
would
be our
love
mascot.
those
She would love.
sugar
I
cubes.
will give her a sugar cube afterwards. So, well, for now, these are my sugar cubes. What
That's-
I'm going to
yeah,
do
she can
is
have
put
these.
3 dashes of bitters on top of the sugar cubes. You can get this, I think, at Kroger, at any liquor store. Pretty easy to find. I add a little splash of the cherry elate to start, so that you can smush up the sugar cubes.
And you don't have to worry about adding those daggone cherries.
Nope, you do not. You do have to add that daggone orange,
yeah,
though.
gotta have the orange.
Gotta have the orange. So I muddle that just slightly to kind of release a little bit of the flavor from the skin.
I think you're going the right direction here.
The bourbon,
I can smell it.
about 1.5 ounces. It's a shot glass if you have one at your home. You're gonna need a lot of ice today. It's so hot outside. And then, instead of adding the cherry in the old fashioned, you add some cherry elate. And now you have a bubbly,
And a little
effervescent,
fizz to
beautiful
go.
old fashioned. Give it a stir if you like. Mix it all in.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Alex.
You're very welcome. Thanks.
All right, now we got our zingy sauce,
It's good. I did a little taste.
and we've got our shish kebabs here. So, Nikki, if I lay these on here.
Want me to brush them?
Oh, and this sauce that I made, it really goes well on the vegetables too, and the fruit. And it really just wait till you smell that when it gets going. Shish kebabs are done.
Yum. Look at all this.
Look at this. Look at this dip.
I know, it's so good. This dip is really good.
That's
really
what I call stupid good.
That's really good.
How long did it take us to put it together? 4 minutes?
Yeah, if that.
Now somebody said last week, y'all didn't do a dessert. Show us what you got. It's
Simple.
too hot. It's almost
It
too
is
hot
too
for
hot,
anything
yes.
heavy.
This is quick, and everybody likes watermelon. And it's something we've kind of done before. Remember with the feta, gotta have feta cheese.
Right.
So I just got some feta cheese. And it's just olive oil, but you suggested an ingredient to make it the red, white, and blue. I like it. Blueberries.
Blueberries.
So instead of the mint, we put in blueberries.
Now a lot of
What do you
people might say, ooh, cheese and watermelon?
Oh, it's so good. The salt.
Trust me,
The salt.
it's absolutely delicious.
So I want a blueberry, a little bit of cheese, and some watermelon. That's
My mouth is watering. I'll tell you what, you try that and I'll try the shish kebab.
How is it?
Wow.
Delish.
That so compliments that shrimp.
Oh, that's really good. Your sauce is really good.
So this was a really fun night. Quick and easy stuff on the grill.
Yeah, yum.
And we should probably turn the cameras off and just chow down.
Should we share or just eat it all ourselves?
See it all ourselves.
Okay, good.
Our half-hour show is just about up, which we need to remind you about our Facebook page. It's ever growing, got more and more people we're talking to. How in the world would you get on our Facebook page, Nikki?
Hit like.
Hit like, that's it.
That's right. You hit like
Boom,
and
hit
you're on.
like, you're on our Facebook page. We have so many things going on there. We talk to so many people, we have great ideas. We also let people know, we got so much attention. We said, hey, not too long ago, I said, would y'all like us to do a live show somewhere? Live to tape, we call
Right.
it. So you could come to where we are.
Feed you.
We were looking for the venue.
That's right.
We're going to feed you. You show up. And everybody said, yes, we absolutely want that. And we'll tape a show with you there. Might even pull some members out of the audience and let them participate in the cooking.
There you go.
So that's
I like
coming
it.
up shortly. You told us you wanted it, so it's going to happen. Follow our Facebook page to find out more about that. And if you wanted some of our 26 billion recipes, how would you find that?
I'd go to timfarmerscountrykitchen.com.
Would you really?
Yes, I would. Or I'd just come to the house and eat. I like
You could
it.
do that too.
Yeah.
Also, if you like what we're doing, hit subscribe. That way, if we have a new video that comes out, we will alert you and you'll know it's out there.
Right.
So at this time, we could either jump in the pool or eat the food, or eat the
Do
pool
both.
or jump in the food.
Let's eat the food and jump in the pool and
It's
get
too
out.
hot.
Then we'll get out and eat. We'll just go back and forth.
Jump in the creek.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's do that. All right, let's eat, and then we'll hit the water. It's all about
Good times
good friends.
and really good eats.
We'll see you next week on a
Yum.
brand new Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen.
To order a cookbook, please call 502-319-0487 or email timfarmerck@gmail.com.